up, everybody? It's your girl Mika Chanel, and I am back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. Tonight I am reviewing The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, both episodes 3 and episodes 4. I didn't do episode 3 last week like I was supposed to, and I'm a little late on episode 4 as well because it's already Thursday. But I'm gonna get through it. Episode 3, there really wasn't much to talk about anyway from last week. Episode 3 just opened up with Lisa Rinna. She was getting ready for her birthday dinner that Lisa Vanderpump is throwing her at Lisa Vanderpump's new restaurant called Pump that she just opened. You see a cute little scene where her daughters come into her bedroom. Lisa Rinna's daughters come into her bedroom, and they're teenagers. Then they just want to help her get ready or whatever. So they pick out a dress, they pick out the shoes and everything, and so they're downstairs on the couch, and you see them talking to each other like, yeah, watch when she comes down here, she's not gonna have anything that we picked out. And she didn't. She didn't have anything that they picked out on, but it's okay. Her daughters look disappointed, but Lisa Rinna does not seem like the type of person that is going to let other people pick out her clothes. She was so funny in her little interview. She said it's a good thing that she has daughters, or that she has children in general, because she probably would have been like the biggest narcissist around, you know what I mean? I feel her, because I mean, sometimes you just want to be selfish and just have it be all about you. And having kids definitely will not let you do that. Anyways, then you see like Yolanda, her daughter Gigi came in town, and you know, her daughter's been away in college and she's also modeling or whatever. It wasn't really much to that scene. They just kind of discussed, you know, what she's going to be doing, and the difference kind of between Gigi and Bella. Bella's her second daughter. Yolanda's second daughter, and they're just a lot different, which we see Bella like later on in this episode. Then like you see like Lisa and Ken and everyone arriving at Pump, and they're all like looking so cute. And really the only thing that stood out in the whole birthday dinner episode was that when they were talking about how they all met, you know, their significant others. Kaya was saying that she was engaged to like this news broadcaster that was like 20 something years older than her, and the night of her birthday party, I guess she met Mauricio at the party, and they talked the whole night. And she was like, she took her ring and moved it around, you know, was like, oh yeah, I'm not engaged, this is this is who I need to be engaged to. So hey, they've been married something like 17-18 years, so I guess it worked out. I didn't like Lisa Vanderpump. She always has to be the center of attention. So like when Lisa Rinna's husband gave her a gift, like Lisa's all over it, like, ooh, what is that? Is that for me? You know, like, of course it's not for you. Is it your birthday? No, it's not for you. So stop stealing all the dang attention. And then you saw Brandy and one of her girlfriends. They were hanging up this I think it's like some kind of placard or award or something that she won. I think it's for her what do you call those things, her podcast, I believe is what it's for, called Brandy Glanville Unfiltered. But anyways, the only thing I wanted to really talk about in that scene was her outfit. I'm like, why is she half naked? Like, first I was like, okay, maybe they're getting ready to go to the beach or whatever, but no, she's just moving furniture, hanging stuff up, and she's got like this like long like netted outfit on, and it's and then just bra and panties underneath. And I'm just like, girl, where you going? Just walk around like that in the house with company coming over in the daytime? I don't know. I just thought that was a little strange. And you see a cute little scene with Kyle, Mauricio, and Portia. They take her shopping for their family trip that they're going on to Spain, and Myra to Spain. And it was just so cute. Like, Mauricio wanted to buy Portia everything, and Kyle was trying to like rein them in, because she's like, she doesn't want Portia to be a spoiled brat, because Portia has a lot more privileges than the other kids did, and she doesn't want Portia to, you know, she doesn't want to raise a brat or whatever. But it was so cute because Mauricio held up these little dresses, and Portia's like, buy it. And it was just the cutest she is the cutest little girl. But I understand what Kyle is saying, because I mean, they are so cute when they're that young, but you definitely want to make sure that they know that the world does not owe them anything, you know? That was really it with that scene. Then you see Yolanda and her second daughter Bella, they're having lunch, and they're just pretty much just discussing her going off to college and what she's gonna do. And the girl definitely took after her dad, Mohammed Hadid, I think is his last name. You see him a lot on the Housewives shows and some of the other, I think I used to see him on Shaw's of Sunset too. Yeah, he's I'm not sure if he's Persian or what his background is, but you can definitely tell that Bella more so than Gigi took after him as far as his really ethnic looks. Anyways, it wasn't really much of that scene. Then you see Kim and Kyle. They go to a wedding store because Kim's daughter Brooke is getting married. So they go and try on wedding dresses and stuff, and then their sister Kathy Hilton comes in, and she's got such a strong personality. She's like the mother, I guess, of the sisters, and she's just like, are you wearing that? Just making poor Brooke just feel so bad, and it just really kind of changed the whole mood of the shopping trip. And Kim talks about her ex-husband, that's Brooke's dad, is living with her now because he's dying of cancer. I'm not really sure what kind of cancer he has, but it's advanced cancer, so it's just kind of spread everywhere, even into his brain. It's really, really sad, and you get to see, even Kyle says this in the episode, how strong Kim is. It takes a lot of strength to take care of a dying person, especially your ex-husband. You know what I mean? It's not even your current husband or a parent or anybody. It is somebody that you clearly did not want to be with, but he is the mother of her daughter, so I definitely commend her for stepping up and helping him out. And you see Lisa Rinna. She goes out to lunch with the newest housewife, Eileen Davidson, who is also a soap opera actress. I think she was on like Days of Our Lives, and maybe even Young and the Restless, I believe. And so they just kind of talk and have fun. She seems like she's gonna be really fun, just like Lisa Rinna is. So I'm excited, and I'm happy that they have some new blood on this show, because they really, really, really needed it. Okay. Then the next thing, you see Kyle and Brandy going for a hike, and Kyle's like, she's been trying to exercise every day since they're getting ready to go to, hang out on a yacht in Spain for a week, and she wants to look good. And Brandy just starts talking about her and Lisa, and then she decides to call Lisa during the hike. And I didn't understand that part. Like, why would you choose now to call Lisa? Like, why didn't you just call her on your own free time, like, when you're not with Kyle? So she goes ahead and calls, and Kyle, you can see it all over Kyle's face that she did not want her to do that, but she went ahead and called anyway, and her phone cut off. And so then she used Kyle's phone to call Lisa back, and then Lisa's like, oh, you're with Kyle, and what is this about? Like, you should have called me a long time ago. And Brandy, of course, puts her foot in her mouth like she always does, and she's just like, well, I'm not trying to get your friendship back. I just want us to be civil and cordial with each other or whatever. And she did it all wrong. It was just all wrong the way she did it. But on a side note, I did like that Ken and Lisa Vanderpump were in the backyard having a little picnic. I like to have little backyard picnics. I think it's really cool and cute. And yeah, that was pretty much it. They were just kind of going back and forth on the phone about, why they were mad at each other. But that was pretty much it. And then the episode went off. Like I said, it really wasn't much to the episode. So we're going to move into episode 4. Again, it starts out with Kim and Kyle. Kim is at her home, and Kyle comes over. Kim is like picking out, seeing which dress she wants to wear to the wedding as the mother of the bride and things like that. And Kyle just kind of comes over to help her pick out her outfits or whatever. And then she finds out everyone in Lisa's house is sick. I mean, not Lisa, but Kim's house is sick, and she gets really upset that Kim let her come over knowing she's about to go on vacation with her family for a week. And that was really it. It wasn't much. The dress, Kim she looks so happy. And she does not look high. The last couple of episodes, she has not looked high to me. So it's definitely a change from the first couple of seasons that she was on, that she came onto the show, or when the show first started, because she's been on there since the beginning. But it's definitely a difference. Just in her, she just seems bubblier and brighter, and it could be because her daughter's getting married, and her kids are pretty much her whole life. It kind of seems like, I don't think she really has a life outside of her kids, or at least she doesn't show it on the show. So that's cute. Then you see Brandy going to meet with her manager to discuss her Brandy Glanville Unfiltered podcast that she does, and he's just basically telling her, like, you need to filter yourself, so if you want to make more money, so that we can get the bigger advertisers, because they're not going to want to advertise with you if you're, you know, you got this potty mouth going on. And she's very vulgar, and she's kind of like, I think she does it to shock people. I don't know, but she's like, look, I need to make some money. I want to be independent. I don't have to worry about, you know, my ex-husband not paying me child support or whatever. You know, she's like, she wants to be independent, so she's gonna, you know, do whatever she needs to do to clean up the podcast so that, you know, she can get different kind of advertisers, which is good. She says she's trying to buy a house, you know, for her kids, and just have them be a little more settled or whatever. So we'll see what happens with that. Then you go to the next scene. You see Kyle, she's packing for Spain, and she's running around like a chicken with her head cut off, the way that we all do when we're packing for a long trip and we got kids to pack for. She's trying to pack for Portia, and then Mauricio is like, can you come and look at this for me? Can you come help me out? And she's like, dude, look, I got myself, I got Portia, I can't help you too try to get your life together, you know, like, you need to get it together. But they have a little cute little conversation, and then she goes into Portia's room, and Portia done put on some fake nails, a little bit. It was a cute little fake nails. It wasn't like the really lonely press-ons, and she had put on a little bit of makeup, and Kai was like, no, you cannot do this, Portia. No makeup, no fake nails or whatever. You know, she's like, it's cute to do it in the house, but you can't go outside like that. And that's the same thing I do with my daughter. Like, she can play with her. She's got a little makeup that I bought for her, but it's only for her to play with in the house. It's not to wear outside. She got another good, 8 years where she can do that. But she definitely loves the fingernail polish and things like that. And little Portia is just too cute. Anyways, moving on. You see Lisa and Ken, and they take their dog Jiggy. You would think this was their only dog, but it's not. It's just, I guess he has like alopecia, and he's so tiny and cute, and Lisa's like, he kind of takes the place of having a baby in the house, and you know, she's really looking forward to her daughter and her daughter's husband having kids so she can have, you know, some grandkids. She says she misses that. So hey, to each his own. I don't want any babies running around this house. So anyway, so they take Jiggy shopping, and she tells the lady it's like a dog store, you know. So she tells the lady, well, he has a couple of events coming up that he needs some outfits for. I'm like, girl, you crazy. The dog has some events that he needs to be dressed for and styled and all that. Yeah, I guess when you are rich, you can spend your money on things like that. I wouldn't dare go to a shop and buy multiple outfits because my dog has events. Like, I just think it's so funny. Their lifestyle is just so foreign to me, you know, and I think that's why I just really like watching them. Anyways, the next scene, you see Eileen Davidson, and she's at her house, and her husband's like chasing the dog around. The dog is like going crazy. I don't know what, did that dog get into some catnip or something, but that dog was like bouncing off the walls. He was jumping on the table to the couch, from the couch back to the table, just going around and around and around. And her husband finally caught him and got him, you know, to calm down a little bit. And so her husband, I can't think of his name, but he's that guy from the World Poker Series tour thing. He's like the host, and I'm pretty sure, like, he looks so familiar, and I'm pretty sure I've seen him on an episode of that, just kind of flipping through the channels or whatever. Anyways, so they're just outside in the backyard, and they got some friends over with the kids, and they're playing in the pool and everything, and she's like roasting these hot dogs over their fire pit, right? And her husband is like, no, I think those hot dogs are still frozen, you know, you're gonna poison the kids. And she's like, well, let's give it to our son first. And I thought she was joking, but she did give it to their son, and she watched him like bite into it or whatever, and he's like, oh, this is really good, this is really good. So then she's like, okay, well, now the rest of the kids can have some. I'm like, girl, that was so funny, and it was so something I would do. Like, instead of me trying it first, like let's let our kids try it before we give it to the other kids. Like, that is hilarious. Anyways, moving on. Kyle Kyle and her family finally arrive in Spain. And they make it to their yacht, and oh my god, the yacht is beautiful. And Marisa was talking about how it was one of the smaller yachts, but it was like 100 feet. I mean, 100 feet seems pretty big to me. The yacht was gorgeous though. As Kyle was walking through, you know, you saw all the different rooms, and they must have had like 3 or 4 bedrooms in this place, and on this yacht. I don't know, it was at least 3, I know. And you know, she's just kind of walking through, and then you see like the next morning they wake up and Yolanda comes to join them. Yolanda was in Holland visiting her mother. Her mother has cancer. I think it's uterine cancer. She had breast cancer first, and now she has uterine cancer. So Yolanda had went to Holland to visit with her mother, and then her husband David came to pick her up from there, and then they did like some kind of boat tour or something through Turkey, where they were kind of hanging out on a boat for a week, and now she's hanging out with Kyle on their yacht for a week. And I'm like, must be nice, but where are your kids, girl? You've been gone like a month. She was with her parent, her mom for 2 weeks. She was off with her husband for a week. Now she off with Kyle for a week. That's like 4 whole weeks, girl. What's going on? Anyways, so they went on those little those little donut thingies that hang off like the back of like a speedboat, and it kind of like drags you through the ocean or whatever. So they went on one of those, and Yolanda kept calling it a bagel, and she's like, my bagel is going out of control. Oh my god, what's wrong with my bagel? And nobody told her that it's not a bagel, it's called a donut. And Kyle thought it was just so funny. It was kind of funny. You know, that she just kept screaming bagel. And it was kind of funny. Anyways, we're gonna move on. The 2 Lisas meet, and they have lunch and cocktails or whatever, and they just kind of discuss different issues, and Lisa Vanderpump tells the other Lisa about her, you know, some of the issues that she's having with the women and things that went down or whatever. And she just tells Lisa Rinna, she's like, you know, I'm not a person that keeps up like drama. And I'm like, really, Lisa? I don't think that I don't think she's necessarily a shit starter, but she says things, you know, and I guess it's just her way, her personality or whatever, but she sees that she offends the other ladies a lot. So I would think that she would want to tone it down a little bit, you know, but I don't think she's done anything like horrible to anyone, but I don't know, because everybody else seems to think that she's like this just bad person. Anyway, so Lisa Rinna is just like, you know, I take everybody with how I get along with them. I'm not taking anyone else's word for anything. You know what I mean? She's just like, I'm just going to, you know, continue my friendship with Lisa and not even worry about what other people, why other people are upset with her, because it has nothing to do with her. You know, so that was kind of that. They discussed going to Palm Springs together because Lisa is getting a star on the Walk of Stars in Palm Springs, and she's getting it for her support of the LGBT, the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community. And so she asked Lisa Rinna to come along with her, and that was pretty much it. They went shopping or whatever, and you know, kind of have fun in a little boutique or whatever, but that was really it with that. And then you go back to Spain, where Kyle and her family are, and Yolanda, and you see Kyle and Yolanda, they go sightseeing, and then they go to a little cafe for lunch, and Yolanda talks about how she, you know, talks a little bit about her mom and everything that she's going through. At first, she beat breast cancer, and now she's got uterine cancer, and, you know, she lost her dad in a car accident when she was like 6 or 7 years old, and, you know, it was a very emotional scene. I believe Kyle also lost her mother to cancer. So they were kind of bonding about that, and just kind of talking. And Yolanda had said like she wished her husband David would have stayed with her in Holland while she was visiting her mother, but for some reason he didn't or couldn't stay. I don't know. I know I would want my husband with me if, you know, I mean, just to have someone, because you're taking care of your mom, she's taking care of her mom, but she needs someone there to take care of her, you know, so she can talk to and things like that as well. But it is what it is at this point. Anyways, then you see in next episode, Brandy and her friend, assistant, whoever, hairdresser, whoever this guy is, his name is Mark. I figured his name out. His name is Mark. And they're just talking about this new car Brandy just bought. Brandy just bought a Range Rover. She said she got some money, like a 6-figure check from her book, and she bought a 6-figure car. And I was just like, okay, well, weren't you just saying that you wanted to buy a house and have your kids settled and things like this? And then in the last episode, you were saying that you couldn't get approved because you didn't have the money in your bank account because you've been paying lawyer fees because of your ex-husband always, you know, taking you to court for this and taking you to court for that. So I'm like, well, wouldn't you have taken that 6-figure check and instead of buying a Range Rover, bought a house? A condo, something? Like, I mean, where are your priorities, girl? Get them in order, okay? Maybe next episode she's gonna buy a house. I didn't see it in the previews, but whatever. I mean, I just thought that that was kind of weird that you would run out and buy a Range Rover before you buy a house. And you've been moving once a year for the last 5 years. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, back to Mallorca and on the yacht with Kyle and everybody. And it was so weird. Okay, so Kyle's like laying on the boat, like the outside of it. I don't know what it's called, the deck or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, so she's like laying out on there, and then her husband comes and kind of like lays on top of her to give her a kiss. And then all of a sudden Yolanda comes and lays on top of him and talking about it's a sandwich. And I'm like, Yolanda's got on like this 2-piece bathing suit and stuff, and she's like on top of her husband, and I'm like, oh no, that would not have gone down, friend or no friend. I'd have been like, excuse me, you need to get up. That's not funny. But my friends know they wouldn't have even tried me like that, okay? But it was all fun for them. I didn't find it fun at all, you know. Anyway, so they just kind of talk about their kids and how their kids are growing up. Kyle's second daughter is getting ready to go away to college, and she was crying about it. And I mean, I guess it is a sad time. I don't know. My daughter's only 7, so some days I'm like, man, 10 more years, 10 more years, and she'll be out here, you know. But I can imagine because I mean, being a mom is such a big part of your life once you become a mother, that once your kids are gone and go off and start living their own lives, like it has to be a void, because you're like, who am I going to take care of now? And you know, even if you have your spouse there, you know, it's different. You know, it's a whole different dynamic. I for one am kind of looking forward to that. I mean, I'm enjoying my daughter growing up and seeing everything, you know, through her eyes all over again is really fun. But some days I sit there and I'm just like, man, what happened to my freedom? Anyway, so yeah, so you see like Yolanda and Kyle and the family, and they're sitting down, look like for lunch or whatever, because they done just jumped off the side of the yacht like some crazy people. And Kyle's like, don't ever ask me to do that again. I will never do that again. That's some bullshit. Okay? And then, so anyway, so they sit down for lunch, and Yolanda gets a call from her husband back home saying that her daughter, Bella, got a DUI. Now, first of all, the girl's only like 17 or 18 years old, so she shouldn't have been drinking, and she dang sure shouldn't have been drinking and driving. And so Yolanda was so upset. She was just like saying she was just so disappointed, you know, with the choice that her daughter made, and, you know, and knowing that her father died in a car accident. You know, she was just a little scared and a little nervous. And then she's like so far, I mean, she's all the way in Spain, you know what I mean? Like in the middle of the ocean. And so she, you know, she was really upset. I don't know what's going to happen with that, because that was basically the end of this episode. I don't know if she leaves right away. I don't think she goes back home right away. But we shall see what happens next week. Like I said, I mean, I did both episodes really, really fast. I don't know. I've probably been down here just a little over 30 minutes. I'm not sure, but not really much going on. I just really enjoy watching them live their lives because, like I said, their lives are so foreign to me, and I enjoy watching it. Anyways, that was really it. I did not see Watch What Happens Live after this episode. I believe Brandy was on. I really didn't want to hear her talking about anything, so I didn't watch What Happens Live, so I don't know if she gave any juicy dirt on the show or what, but that's basically it for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 5 episodes 3 and 4. Yeah, that was it. So like I say every single time, please like, comment, and subscribe. Constructive criticism is okay. Anything else, keep it to yourself because I don't want to hear it. And yeah, so that's it. Until next time, stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. Bye bye.